and welcome. My name is Jocelyn and today we are talking about the Sephora holiday event. Around this time of year, Sephora has a sale for all of their VIB members, VIB Rouge members, and just beauty insiders. You don't have to do anything to be a beauty insider except just sign up with Sephora. It doesn't cost anything at all. You have to spend, I think it's $300 or $350 to become a VIB Sephora member, and then you have to spend a whopping $1,000 to become a VIB Rouge member. Unfortunately, that is the category that I fall into. I haven't hit Rouge status for next year yet. However, with this next sale, it's possible, probable that that will happen. Maybe not next year though, because I have slimmed down on the amount of purchases that I make at Sephora, and I've started opting for cheaper skincare than I used to. So maybe next year I won't hit VIB Rouge status, but I guess we'll see. A little bit of information about the sale. For VIB Rouge members, the sale starts November 1st through November 11th. I'm hoping to get this up on November 1st, so if you are watching this the day that I post, the sale should already be live. For VIB Rouge members, VIB Rouges get 20% off their entire purchase, which is pretty great. Then the VIB and Beauty Insider sales start the 7th through the 11th. So for all parties, it goes until the 11th, but VIB Rouges get quite a bit more time to shop the sale. For VIB members, they get 15% off, and for Beauty Insiders, you get 10% off. So everybody gets a discount. And the code for all three tiers is Holiday Save, all one word, all capitalized if you're shopping online. If you're shopping in stores, I believe you get mailed a little card. I have not received my little card yet, but I'm hoping that I do in fact receive my little card. So that is all of the information about the sale. Today, I wanted to throw together a recommendations video for you. So these are things that I have used and loved and would recommend to my friends. So I'm going to recommend them to you. These are all things that if I were to lose them, I would probably go out and repurchase them. I have quite a few things, a lot of makeup. So I've got some lip products, some eyeshadow products, face products, and some skincare items, which I'm very excited about. By no means am I recommending that you have to go buy these things. These are for people who are looking for recommendations. Maybe you're looking to buy a new eyeshadow palette, or you're looking to buy a new concealer, looking for a new lipstick, looking for a new cleanser, something like that, and then I can help steer you in a direction that I think you might enjoy. All of these products are from Sephora, so they're by no means cheap. I do have some more expensive items in here and some little less expensive, but not really, you know, again, that less expensive. It really just depends on the kind of person you are, whether or not you're comfortable paying the price tag for these individual items. So I think that is plenty of introduction. Let's get on to the first item that I recommend. Let's start with some face products. So this is a product that I bought during the spring Sephora VIB sale, and it is a highlighter by Fenty Beauty. This is her Kilowatt highlighter in Lightning Dust and Fire Crystal. It is a duo highlighter. I think most of her highlighters are duos like this. This is what the inside looks like. Now, this is gonna work for fair, maybe light medium kind of skin tones, but she does have a lot of other colors that will work for medium to dark skin tones. If they're the same formula, which I think that they are, I would recommend really any of these highlighters, but this is the one that I have experience with. Again, this is Lightning Dust and Fire Crystal. Here is a close-up of those shades. So as you can see, Fire Crystal offers a little bit more shimmer, and then Lightning Dust offers just a kind of a sheer highlight to the face, as you can see. I've used both of these together, I've used them separately, and I just really like the way that they make the skin look. Again, if you want something a little more subtle, you can go for this side. If you want something a little more amped up, you can go for this side. So it offers a lot of versatility. These do retail for $36, which is kind of a lot. You are sort of getting two highlights in one, so that is a bonus, and you know, you get the sale on top of the $36. So although they are a little bit up there compared to some highlighters, I think this is totally worth it, and I really love this. One thing I will mention that does pop up in my comments every once in a while is Fenty isn't an absolutely confirmed cruelty-free brand. They're not confirmed cruelty-free, but they're in kind of a gray area. I tend to personally give brands the benefit of the doubt until I hear otherwise, because for example, a lot of indie brands aren't able to make it onto these official cruelty-free lists, and I don't want to just completely count them out. So unless a brand is confirmed not cruelty-free, I try again and give them the benefit of the doubt. But if you're someone who's like absolutely not, my purchases have to be confirmed by Logical Harmony, for example, or Cruelty-Free Kitty, I just wanted to make sure you were aware that this is a gray area brand, not an official cruelty-free brand. I have one more cheek product, and I believe I bought this a year ago during the fall holiday event at Sephora, and it is a product by Jouer. I think this is, no, I have a lip product by Jouer too, but this is a blush compact. This is what, oh here, get the mirror out of the way. This is what the inside looks like. I think they have a few different versions of this compact. This is obviously a very warm toned version, and also I'm a very fair skinned person, as you can see, so a lot of my products are going to be geared towards fair-skinned people, but they have a lot of different versions of this compact that have deeper colors that are going to be better for medium to dark skin tones. This one is in the shade Adore, so it's a blush compact. We have Adore Me and Hold Me. I really like these. I think that they offer such a nice, subtle blush to the cheek. You can't really go overboard with this because it's not so wabam in your face. You can kind of go heavy-handed and it's not gonna look like a big stark color on your cheek. So I really like it for that reason. I usually blend the two colors together because this one is pretty light, but it also offers just a tiny bit of, I mean, you're not gonna be able to see that, but it offers just a tiny bit of shimmer, but not shimmer. It's almost like a little bit of a glow, and then this one's a full matte. I really like these. I also really love the compact. Here, let me show you. This is what the compact looks like. So it has this gold rose detailing in it. I really love this. And you get a big giant mirror in here. This retails for $30, so a little bit cheaper than the Highlight compact, but again, you're kind of getting a 2-in-1. It's kind of like $15 for each blush, which really isn't that bad, especially for Sephora prices. So, and again, you get the sale on top of that. I have one concealer product. I didn't include any foundations. I don't know why. I feel like foundations are so hard to recommend because people have such different skin types and finish preferences. It can be kind of hard to recommend a foundation. But I do have a concealer that I purchased. I think I purchased it during the last Sephora sale. I don't think I purchased it the one before that. I think I've only had it for about 6 months. And it is the BareMinerals Bare Skin Complete Coverage Serum Concealer. It is what I'm wearing under my eyes today. I really like this. I like concealers that aren't super full coverage and super matte. I like things that have about a medium coverage and again aren't super matte, that are a little bit more dewy, if that makes sense, a little bit more hydrating, and I find that this works really well for me. I have mine in the shade Fair. There is not a very big range with this, very unfortunately. Even this is gonna be, I think, a little too dark for me during the winter time, and again, this is in the shade Fair. This might be their lightest shade. There might be one below this one. I really don't remember, but I have used this almost all the way up. I'm getting really close to being done with it. I'm having to kind of like scrape around the sides whenever I go to use it. This was a little bit expensive, I think. No, $22. So that's I feel like pretty standard for a Sephora pricing, and then again, sale on top of that. $22 for this concealer. I feel like it's pretty good. It's lasted me about 6 months. This has been the one that I've been using the most over the last 6 months, so I feel pretty good about this purchase, and I'll definitely purchase it again. I'd like to try a different concealer from Sephora, but you'll have to wait until my wish list video to find out what that concealer is, but I would repurchase this one at some point because I do really like it and I think it works really well for me. Oh, people who I don't think this would work very well for is if you have a lot of dark circles under your eyes and you really want full coverage, because this doesn't offer a ton of coverage. I don't think that this would work very well for you. It's about a medium coverage, so not that bad, but it's not full coverage and probably won't cover super dark circles. Let's move on to lips, and then we'll move on to eyeshadows, and then we'll wrap up with just a few skincare recommendations. So lips, first and foremost, I have a product by Huda Beauty. This is one of my top favorite lipstick formulas. This is their liquid matte lipsticks. I find that these are some of the most comfortable liquid lipsticks I've ever used. They're not super matte, so they don't dry down completely. completely. They're not transfer proof. They go on really well and they wear so incredibly comfortably and they wear off really well, which are all things that I look for in a liquid lipstick formula and really kind of any lipstick formula. My favorite shade is the shade Muse. I will give it a swatch for you real fast. It is a really pretty dusty rose kind of color. There it is right there swatched for you. I love this color. I think I'm gonna get a lot of use out of it this winter time. I might actually look and see if they have other shades. Oh, they smell so good too. These retail for $20, which again, I don't feel like is outrageous for a high-end liquid lipstick. They do have quite a few shades. Oh my gosh. It seems like they have more shades than they used to, which is pretty great because I'm very interested in trying out more of these. Because I think I have this one and then I also have the shade Trophy Wife, which is kind of a brighter color. It's still really pretty, but it's almost like a bright berry pink color. So it's rare that I'm able to use that one. But this one is just like the perfect muted dusty rose color. Oh, I love it so much. And again, the formula is just so good. So my last lipstick recommendation, if you follow my channel at all, these are going to be of no surprise to you, but this is another one of my top favorite lipstick formulas, and it is the Tarte Color Splash lipsticks. I have 5 of them right here. I freaking love this formula so much. I actually just love everything about these lipsticks. I love the packaging, I love the color selection, and I love the formula so much. So I have 5 shades. Let me just read off real fast the 5 that I have. So I have Siesta, which is a pretty warm toned neutral color. All of these are relatively neutral, which is why I like them so much. And then I have Beach Waves, which is like a grayish color. So it's like a gray brown color. Really love this color. It's super unique. Then I have Rum Punch, which is my newest one, I believe, which is a more, it's still a warm toned neutral, but lighter than Siesta, which is that first one I showed you. So that's what Rum Punch looks like. That's a really good, nice neutral. I mean, again, if you're around my skin tone, that's a really good nude kind of color with a little bit more pigment to it than like a true nude. And then I have Salt Life, which I think is the first one I ever purchased. This one is a lot more pink toned, as you can see. So it's a pink toned nude. This one's probably the one that I've used the most. And then last, but certainly not least, is my favorite color right now, and it is the shade 5 o'clock. This is a deeper warm toned color. I'll give this one a swatch for you. It is like a deep brown warm toned color. There it is right there. It's so pretty for fall. I absolutely love that color. This one, and then Beach Waves, which is the grayish color, so the gray brown color. These two are probably my favorites. Beach Waves because it's such a unique, interesting color, and then 5 o'clock because it's just such the perfect fall color. Now, I love these lipsticks because I don't know if you could tell, but they're pretty hydrating and moisturizing on the lips, but they're also, they kind of dry down to a satin finish, so they don't stay extremely moisturizing on the lips. They don't transfer a ton. They do transfer, but when they do, it doesn't come off strangely on the lips because they wear down really well. Very similar to the Huda Beauty lipstick formula. I would highly recommend these. I think that they are a fantastic formula, and I think that they're just absolutely beautiful displayed on a vanity, or just, you know, displayed when you're putting them on because the packaging is just so gorgeous. So these are regularly priced $21. I will say sometimes during the year, these will go on sale either on Tarte's website or occasionally on Sephora.com for like 10, 11 bucks. So sometimes you can get these at even more of a discount and you might want to wait for then, or you could pick it up during the VIB sale and get a discount right now. But I just wanted to make sure that I gave you that heads up that sometimes you can get these for even more of a discount other times during the year. And usually when that happens, I try and make a post on my Instagram so that people know, because again, I kind of rave about these all the time because I love them so much. All right, so let's move on to eye products. Let's start from probably the best value to the not so best value. I have a total of 4 eye products. So let's start with this one right here. We've already talked about Huda Beauty, but let's talk about them one more time. This palette right here is the Coral Obsessions palette. It's one of her 9-pan Obsessions palettes. She's got a ton of these. She's got some neutral ones that she just launched that I'm pretty interested in, but this one is one that I have used so many times. I think I raved about it recently in some video. This one in particular, I really love because you have so many mattes in here and then you have these two shimmers. It's a really, really good travel palette if you really love warm tones, which I do, especially obviously during the summertime. I mean, we're not in the summertime right now, but during the summertime, I love to travel with this, not only because it's small and compact and you get quite a variety of shades in here, but also you have a really nice sized mirror in here. So I love this. She does have, again, quite a few of these. I don't know if there's really a difference in formula. I've heard that there might be. This one in particular I've used and I've loved. Again, I'm really interested in she launched 3 nude palettes. So one's for light skin, medium skin, and darker skin tones. Hopefully those are just as good as this one, but this is the one I'm recommending to you today. These are not outrageously priced by any means, especially when a lot of her other palettes, her bigger ones, are very expensive. This one right here is $27, which again, I feel like is pretty reasonably priced for a palette of this magnitude in Sephora. I think that her nude ones are $29, so I'm not sure why there's a $2 increase compared to her older ones, but maybe it's just because they're new and these ones are older. I don't know. Let's move on to these bad boys. I raved about these quite a few times on my channel. It is the brand Kaja. These are adorable little trio stacks by the brand Kaja. I have two of the brand's original ones, which are the ones Rose Water and Orange Blossom. These 2 stacks are all shimmer stacks. Let me show you what Orange Blossom looks like real fast. So the first shade is a nice shimmer shade, and then the second shade is also a nice shimmer shade, and then the bottom shade is also a nice shimmer shade. While I'm here, I might as well show you Rose Water. So we have the lightest shade on top right there, the middle shade, and finally the darkest shade. If you're a fan of shimmers, I would highly recommend these. I absolutely love using these. I know Samantha Ravndal has raved about I think it's the Toasted Caramel one, which is one of the ones I don't have, but really, really want. I am sort of obsessed with these. I don't have a collector's mentality, but I want to collect all of these. So we'll see if I end up doing that at some point in the future, but I think that these are so much fun and they work so well if you love shimmers. So that's what these first 2 are. They also recently launched ones that have matte shades in them, and I did pick this up, I believe, during the last sale. And so I think that they have 3 stacks like this that have some matte shades in them, and I was really excited because I already love these and I was interested to try their matte formula. So this stack right here is Glowing Guava. So the top shade right here, we have a nice muted matte neutral kind of color, and then in the middle we have a 1 shimmer shade. This is a beautiful shimmer, by the way. And then on the bottom we have another matte shade. You can see that this one is kind of a cranberry matte. I think that the matte formula is gorgeous. It blends so well and I love it. So very exciting that this was also a big hit. Look how cute those are stacked together. Oh my gosh. These retail for $21, which I don't think is that outrageous for something of this magnitude. It is a little bit up there. I probably would have felt even better if they were like 15 bucks. But I mean, if you get them during the sale, they kind of almost are $15. So the sale is a good time to get these if you've been interested in them. Again, I personally love the crap out of these. All right, down to our last 2 eyeshadow recommendations. These are outrageously expensive products, the ones that I'm going to talk about. Because of that, I almost don't want to recommend them, but if I'm being honest, I would repurchase these. So I thought I might as well tell you about them and express how much I love them. The first one, I will say, is not a regret. In fact, I might pick up another one of these. Spoiler alert for my wish list video. For what it is an outrageous price. But I use it all of the time. I reach for it on a very consistent basis, so I want to tell you about it. And it is one of the Hourglass Scattered Light eyeshadows. Now, the one that I'm raving about is in the shade Reflect, and that is because I can use this all over the lid or in the inner corner for just a really beautiful gleaming inner corner highlight. And I just love these so much. These are, if I'm not mistaken, $29 for this one little tiny pot of eyeshadow. An outrageous amount, but let me swatch it for you real fast just so you can get the full effect. There it is swatched. Ugh. just so pretty. I don't know what to tell you. I love this thing. I use it all the time because I love it and because I use it so much. I'm very tempted to pick up another one. All of them just look so stinking gorgeous. Depending on your budget, depending on your preferences, depending on what you're in the market for, this may or may not be something that you would be interested in. It's absolutely outrageously priced. I know that. I understand that and I agree with you, but I love Hourglass. I love this product. Now, the next one that we're gonna be talking about is probably even more outrageously priced. However, I did not purchase this for the price tag. In fact, I purchased it for like, I don't know the exact number, but I'm gonna estimate like 25–30% of the total price of this product. This product is $129. Maybe just based on that number, you know what I'm about to talk about. It is the Natasha Denona Gold palette. I kind of would say that I recommend any of her larger palettes like this. I've heard that all of them, I think all of them of this size, which is this size right here, are great quality. And I have to agree, the mattes just blend so well. The shimmer shades in here are gorgeous. When I first bought this, I was kind of like, oh, you know what? I don't know. I just don't know if I think that it was worth it. This is what the inside of the gold palette looks like. I have been using this throughout the month of August. I did pull it in to use for my Shop My Stash, and I have been loving the crap out of this. I didn't think that I would be as enamored with this palette as I have been this whole month. Now, I would not recommend it for $129. Absolutely not. I used a $100 Sephora gift card to purchase this. I only paid $29 of my own money, which was absolutely worth it. I don't know, you really have to determine for yourself how much you're willing to pay for an eyeshadow palette and how much is just too much. I think $129 is absolutely too much money for one of these. Anything above $75 just feels like way too much for me. Again, that's completely personal. So if you have a gift card on top of the sale, then maybe it would be a good time to pick one of these up. But I get what everybody's talking about. I love this. I use this shade up here. I think this is the shade Aria or Kava. Kava, this shade right here. It's a really beautiful shimmer topper shade. And then this shade down here, Chrome Lime, is such a cool color. For the first time, I used these two blue shades the other day, and the look that I came up with was just so stunning. And I didn't film a video, but I really wanted to, and I was really kicking myself because the look was so pretty. And the mattes, all of the mattes in here are gorgeous. I use this one all the time. I've used these two quite a bit. $129, way too much. Even with the sale, you'd still be paying just over $100 for this palette. I think that's too much, but if you have more of a discount, I'd recommend one of these palettes, absolutely. I think the shades and the formula are great. Okay, so those are all of the makeup items. I just have 3 skincare items to share with, just kidding, I have 4 skincare items to share with you. I have 2 products by Drunk Elephant. Now, I've slowed down my Drunk Elephant purchases this year quite a bit for a variety of reasons. First of all, they've kind of gotten themselves into some hot water because they have not been very nice on their social media platforms to consumers and influencers, which kind of put a bad taste in my mouth. Also, they're just so freaking expensive that I've been looking for alternatives. Now, there are 2 products from them that I still really love and don't have an alternative for. The first is a product that I've used for the last 2.5 years, I think. It is the TLC Sukari Baby Facial. This I don't think is available everywhere because of how strong the ingredients are in here. They have a AHA of 25% and a BHA of 2%, which are chemical exfoliants. This is a very intense skincare treatment. It is not probably for everybody, especially if you have sensitive skin. I have very acne, oily prone skin, so this works really well for me. It chemically exfoliates your skin. You know, it gets rid of the gunk, it gets rid of the dead layers and dead skin cells. This works so well for me. This is expensive, but it's not quite as expensive as some of their other products. I actually might be wrong about that. I am in fact wrong about that. This is $80, which is quite expensive, but if you've ever been wanting to try Drunk Elephant and you're in the market to try Drunk Elephant, definitely use a sale to purchase their products because oh my gosh, this is $80. The C from a Day serum, which I've purchased in the past, is $80. Their nightly resurfacing product, the TLC Glycolic Night Serum, is $90. They got some expensive products. So this one though, I haven't found something of equal effectiveness, so it's still on my list of things that I love and would repurchase. Now, the other thing from Drunk Elephant is not outrageously priced, and I think it's actually on par with things from different brands of the similar nature. This is the, I think it's pronounced Slaai, S-L-A-A-I, Makeup Melting Butter Cleanser. This has kiwi, strawberry seed blend, and virgin marula oil. I have almost used this whole entire thing up. As you can see, I used to use the Pharmacy Green Clean Makeup Melt Away Cleansing Balm, and I loved that. However, I've started using my cleansing balms to take off my eye makeup, and every time I used the pharmacy one, it would create clouds on my contact lenses, so I'd have to like take out my contact lenses because I basically couldn't see. This one doesn't do that. I have never had that problem with this one, and I think that they're about the same price. This is $34, and let me just look and see how much the pharmacy one is. Also $34. The pharmacy one is 3.4 fluid ounces, and this one is actually bigger, 3.88 fluid ounces, so this is actually a better deal. Very interesting. You also get the little spatula that is magnetized, so you never lose it, and I always use this to get in there and scoop out the product. I will probably repurchase one of these with the sale because I absolutely love it, especially if you are a makeup wearer. I double cleanse, so I use this first to take off the makeup on my face, and then I go in with an actual cleanser and a cleansing tool to get into my pores and really just clean out my face. Two more products. Speaking of a cleanser and a cleansing tool, that's what we're going to be talking about. Now, my all-time favorite as of right now cleanser is this right here, which is completely broken and the label is completely worn away. This is a product by Youth to the People. This is the Superfood Antioxidant Cleanser. They have this size right here, which is a 2-ounce size for $10, or an 8-ounce size for $36, and the 8-ounce size comes with a pump. I have used that and used it up. I find this so effective and so kind to the skin, which might sound kind of weird to say, but it's gentle. It's like a gentle but very effective cleanser. I can't use cleansers that are too gentle because, again, I have very oily, acne prone skin, and I need something that gets in there and really cleanses the skin. This, I think, does that. My skin looks and feels and responds really well, and my understanding also is that this works for a lot of different skin types. So I have oily, as mentioned, skin, but I would be willing to bet that this works for dry skin, combo skin, normal skin also. And finally, the last product that I'm going to be recommending, I know I've mentioned this before on my channel, and it is my Foreo. I freaking love this cleansing tool. If you don't use a cleansing tool, what are you doing? Don't take that seriously. You probably maybe don't need one, but I need one for my face. This is my favorite thing. I use it every single day at night. So I use my cleansing balm to take off my makeup, and then I use a cleanser and my Foreo to scrub and clean my face. This is gentle but really effective. You just kind of turn it on and then you rub your face, and it buzzes. It does like a different buzz pattern to move to the different parts of your face. Also, you only have to charge this like once every 6 months. It holds a charge for so incredibly long. These are expensive. This is the Luna Mini 2. Oh, it does say on it. So this is $139. They do have a bunch of different colors, but if you're in the market for a skincare tool, I would recommend this one. Also, Foreo is a cruelty-free brand, which makes it all that better, and you never have to replace a head or anything because you just kind of rinse it off after you use it and it's good to go. All right, and those are all of the products that I wanted to recommend to you. Definitely don't feel like you have to purchase any of these, but if you were looking for some recommendations in any of these categories, there are mine. I hope that you find this helpful. If you're picking anything up during the sale, let me know down in the comments below. If you have any recommendations of yourself, leave them down in the comments below. Or if you have an experience with these products that is similar or different to mine, please leave those down in the comments below. below to inform other people. So maybe you have a different experience with one of these products than I did. We could use that information. If you liked this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you want to subscribe for more content from me, don't forget to do so before you go. All of those buttons are down below. My Sephora wish list video should be coming up right after this one. So if you want to see what I might be picking up during the sale, we did have a few spoilers in this video, then definitely stick around so you don't miss that video. And then again, a haul video, of course, will be coming after that one at some point. So don't forget to subscribe before you go if you'd like to. And I think that is everything I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.